Just to finish up my roundup of birthday knives, here is a little knife I have everywhere, all the time. No matter what else I have on me, I have this. Swiss Army, bog standard Krupp stainless steel. Has like big blade, little blade, a scissors, the screwdriver and the can opener jobbies. Corkscrew on the back and an awl and a little, as far as I know, this is a parcel hook. You tie up your parcel with string snags on this, and you hold it so you're not cutting the fingers off yourself. Also very good with those tin handles on plastic carrier bags. Snag the carrier bag on here, carry it away. Anyone can be uncomfortable. This has got me out of more scrapes during the summer. Summer's coming, barbecue season, there's a bottle opener and a wine bottle opener. What more do you want? Great knife. So I like slip joints. Generally in the UK, slip joints below 3 inches in length of blade, cutting edge or blade length, depending on who you meet, are acceptable. So I do like slip joints. This is one, sorry, not a slip joint. It's got a little lock here. She's so you can see that, old timer. I really like these Delrin scales, double bolsters. This blade shape really reminds me of L'Aiguille. I just like that type of trapper style of knife. That kind of size shape. This is a carbon steel one, so it does rust and it tastes kind of funny if you're cutting onions and stuff with it, so I try not to. But a nice tidy little penknife for doing a bit of camping or general knocking around the house, trimming a bit of string, cutting a bit of paper. Good knife. While we're on the subject of slip joints, this is about as basic as it gets. Swiss Army, single blade. Picked it up in the hardware, I think there was a tenner. They take a great edge, don't hold it very long. But anything dirty you want to do that you don't want to use a good knife for. Not saying these aren't a good knife, these are excellent. But use one of these. Primo stuff. Right, we go on then. Again, this thing feels expensive, looks expensive. It's got that L'Aiguille trapper type shape I really like. This is your Rough Rider. Sorry, where am I going? Tested Rough Rider sharp. And they actually do get very sharp. Stainless blades, slip joint. There is just the spring resistance. Stops them closing on your fingy, so you have to be careful. Never cut towards your thumb, always cut towards your thumb. This one's a 2-blade Stockman model. Jig bone. Really nice knife. I really like using this. Various little chores. It's got enough length. I doubt it'd be legal in the UK. In Ireland you're not allowed to carry any knife. But at home, barbecue, cutting up apples for the kids, it's got enough length to cut and peel an apple without being a big awkward yoke like some of the fixed blades are. Good little knife, real nice. I like using that. This one is one I bought me for my birthday because it was I was ordering the other knives anyway. I said I'd throw this into the order. She's a lock knife, back lock, no bite detente on this one. Rough Rider again. I mean, these are really cheap. If you want to get into collecting knives or you want a handy knife, these are like a 10 or 12 euro, something like that. Real nice shape. Take a really decent edge. They come decently sharp, not razor sharp. But they really look the business for a cheap economy knife. Brass liners, steel, stainless. Not sure what grade, 420 maybe. It's enough, it's good enough. It's a lot better than a bronze edge knife or, you know, a stone edge knife. She'll do the job. They also do this type of thing. Long rifle series, Rough Rider. Again, I'm not sure, 14 quid or something. This is a 2-blade trapper. The one thing I'm not mad keen about on this knife, like the shape is good, the bone, the bolsters, the blade shape is grand. Just the angle the blade sits at relative to the handle is a little dropped for my liking, which is why this one doesn't see a whole lot of pocket time. It's still in the tin. If that little bit was taken forward a little and the blade was allowed to rise up a little more, to be more straight in line. See the way this is straight in line? I'd like to see this bit more in line, and that would make this pretty much ideal, but it's not. So she lives in a tin in the drawer and doesn't really see the light of day a whole lot. This one is made by Case. She's an American. Again, jig bone, dyed, double bolsters. I knows what I likes. What I really like about this one, besides the fairly chunky blade, again, slight drop of an angle, but not as much, not as extreme as the Rough Rider. But this is what they call a hobo pattern. So you got your knife and you got your fork, and ding, one of those unlocks the handles. Okay, so that's the Case hobo pattern. If you open the fork, slide the handles apart, one goes up, one goes down, and then you have knife and fork for eating your dinner. Very, very cute. These do come, they're a little loose as is, so what I'd usually do is fold up just a tiny little piece of paper and put that inside between the two sides, and that takes up a little bit of slack and just lets them marry together without rattling and banging around the place. Just close those two. I don't like to leave slip joints bang against the back edge. I'm always worried I'll be blunting them. But great little knife for bringing on a picnic. Slip joint again, no lock. What else have we? This is one of the oldest designer knives. She's a friction folder. This one is made in New Zealand by Svord. High carbon tool steel. As far as I know, it's L6 steel that these use. You see, I really like that. You can see some of the old scale from the heat treat and that, and then it's ground away to reveal the nice high carbon steel blade. Very, very sharp again. These take a fantastic edge. Really, really do. They don't take a whole lot of maintenance. Dry them, give them a shot of 3-in-1 oil or a little mineral oil to stop them from rusting. The knife can't close while your handle is bearing on this. So your hand is the lock. The knife cannot close, physically can't, because that isn't coming up through the web of your hand. These things were based on a design that was carried by like Roman legionnaires and stuff. So these are about as old a design as knives can get. This one isn't old, it's got black polypropylene handles. But really nice, really handy knife. A little bit bulky, a bit awkward to carry, but a knife I do like using. Right, what I have here is a melon tester knife. I think it's a fruit tester, but it's probably a melon tester. I'm not sure we can see this. Razor blade stainless, whatever the hell that is. It's not razor sharp by any means, and I have been using it cutting up fruit, so that's why it looks like that. The one thing to watch, this is a real long handle, really long blade. Very little is holding it at the pivot here. There's not a whole lot of power in the back spring. So it can, if you're cutting and twist in the cut, it'll fold like that, and there's every chance you'll guillotine the fingers off yourself. So if you have one of these, be careful with it. It's only for cutting straight down, no twisting. Not good. Okay, not one of my last slip joint knives, but one of the last ones I'm going to show now is the classic optional. This isn't the classic optional, not the number 8 or 9. This is the Couteau de Jardin, the garden knife. I prefer the spear point blade to the kind of sabry, bowie type optional. There's the lock mechanism on her. Twist to lock, twist it to unlock, and because it's one of the newer optionals, it has this little gap, so you twist to lock closed. Beach handle. These are modified all the time by guys on knife forums, but this one, full flat grind, is just grand as it is. It's long enough without being too long, a little longer than my friend Dennis likes for skinning deer down in Kerry, but a really tasty little knife. Small slim grip, it's just a real pleasure to use. It's a really tactile little thing. It's round, it smells good, it looks good, and that's one of my favourite French knives. And this is one of my other favourite French knives, the L'Aiguille. This one is oxbone. She's a 12C27 stainless steel blade, made en France. Very nice. I got it engraved with this one asterisk. That was a thing I saw in a swap magazine one time, so I thought that was cool. Okay, this is quite a large knife. Good for cutting the baguette, the cheese, the sausage. I just like that. It's the traditional bee, or well, it's a fly, I think, but the bee on the thing, the filework spine. There's the cross, the shepherd's cross. These are ox handles, oxbone. So they can dry out. I think just handling it every so often, the oils from your hand keep it oiled enough to stop it deteriorating. But a really nice knife. I do like using that. And again, 12C27 is a, I believe it's a Sandvik steel, stainless steel, so it's Swedish steel. Takes a great edge. Really, really nice. You might have seen one of these in the SWAT movie with Colin Farrell. The French lad flicked one open inside in the restaurant to kill his uncle. These don't flick. These have a spring, which is quite stiff. And as far as I know, these are made that the blade will contact the back spring if you do leave them snap shut, so you don't. But there's no way you're flicking that open. And if you had it weakened, as they must have for the film, to flick it open, it won't stay open. It'll cut the hand off you. So that's more Hollywood bull. But a really, really pretty knife, and one I do enjoy. I get a lot of satisfaction using this. Make up a picnic, bring it out the mountains. Feed yourself. Happy days. Okay, thanks a lot for watching. I'll talk to you the next time.